Hey everybody, it's Glidercat and it's time to play. Today we're going to start a brand new Let's Play of a game called Stardeus. Now I'm playing the closed alpha version. As I record this, there is a Kickstarter campaign underway. I'll try and put a link to that in the description. You can go check that out. So far, I think we're about 4 or 5 days in as I record this, and it's going really well. Now I have not played Stardeus at all yet. I've seen very little gameplay footage of this. But boy, it looks very cool. I've been waiting to play it a long time, and I figured I'd bump it up in the queue since they've got the Kickstarter campaign going. Now for settings, I did make a couple changes. Let's see. Nothing. Oh, I changed their units of measure from metric to imperial. That's the units I'm more familiar with. For video, I changed the ambient color from the default, which was this immersive dim, to medium. Just thinking that's going to make it a little bit brighter, and that'll be a little bit easier to watch on YouTube. And I think that's all I changed there. Audio, I did turn off the music volume. Occasionally, games will have music in them that are not, I don't know, not copyright safe, I should say, or at least I get hits on my videos if I leave the music in sometimes, and it takes like a few extra hours to take that music back out and repost the video. So I'm just starting from scratch with the music off. I don't think I've changed anything else there on the audio. And then input, I have not touched anything here. So we're sticking mostly with defaults. Let's head back and hit new game. Again, this is my first time really launching a new game. I've not played this before. Okay, let's see. We've got some scenarios to choose from. Ooh, we've got several scenarios to choose from. Sandbox, random ship, empty ship, leaving Earth, and wrecked. Now it says in the pop-up here, you can see it says wrecked is the main scenario that contains a tutorial. Play it at least once before trying other scenarios. We'll follow that advice. Definitely want the tutorial. Default storyteller is recommended in all scenarios except sandbox. You can turn off storyteller to prevent random events from happening. More storytellers will be added after the default storyteller becomes more polished. Cool. We'll just leave that default setting. Game name, World's Straylight. Let's just change this to Glidercat Season 1. I know that's not the most creative name. We'll hit the randomize button here a random number of times just to get a seed. If you want, you can take that down and follow along. Map size 320 by 320. Okay, let's see. 320 by 320 is recommended. Bigger map sizes may negatively affect game performance and balance. Okay, we'll stick with the recommendation. Usually I like to max out the maps. Ship size medium. Again, this is the recommended setting. We'll just go with that. Survival will be more difficult with small ship and easier with a large one. We'll stick with medium. I think I clicked start there. There it goes. Earth has perished. Survivors are roaming the universe in search of a new home. You are hibernating in Glidercat Season 1. An arc vessel equipped with advanced AI that will wake the colonists after a base is established on a habitable planet. Okay, very cool. Okay, an arc vessel equipped with advanced AI that will wake colonists up after a base is established on a habitable planet. All right. Uploading neural network to host, disabling I/O to reduce initial shock. Enabling visual input from overhead drone. 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll hit OK. Greetings, colonist. I am Ship OS, an artificial intelligence that controls the ship. There is a catastrophic failure that triggered an upload of human consciousness. You were selected as the most compatible surviving subject. I am sorry for the inconvenience. This is the ship computer that hosts the neural network. Try to preserve this device at any cost unless it violates Asimov's first law. A robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. So Isaac Asimov's famous, I think, author, science fiction author. Very cool. Okay, there are 651 survivors hibernating in the stasis array, but life support systems are going to get unstable unless we re-establish the power. Malfunctioning pods will trigger premature wake-up events. Minimize casualties, we must rebuild the ecosystem around these areas. Okay, so this must be the stasis area where we've got a bunch of survivors, I think humans, inside these little containers here. So we need to establish power and then maybe clean up this part of the station. or ship. I'm not sure. I guess it's a ship, not a station. If we build bridge controls and thrusters, we could travel to nearby planets and use this shuttle for mining expeditions. It would allow us to establish a resource processing pipeline and produce essential materials for rebuilding our ship. Very cool. So you can see there's like a little pod here. I can't, I'm just trying the middle mouse button to see if there's any moving of the GUI. But yeah, this looks like a little pod ship that can go out, a little shuttle. Would you like to take the crash course? If you haven't been uploaded before, I highly recommend it. Yeah, we're going to follow the tutorial. Not sure if there's a pause. I'm sure we'll find it. To make it easier for you, I will render visual guidelines. Follow these guidelines if you're not sure what to do. You can click and drag this dialogue to move it around, and the course should take about 15 minutes. Let's begin. Use WASD. I'm doing that now. Right mouse button, click and drag kind of thing. And the middle mouse button does the same as the right, it looks like. Okay, move the camera to acknowledge. Okay, that's all done. Next. Use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. Okay, done. You can toggle the time flow using space and switch between different speeds with 1, 2, and 3. Try changing the time speed. So if we look at the top right, I'll just hit 1, 2, and 3. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. 1, and then I guess the space bar pauses. Very cool. I'll let it run while we're in the tutorial here. Try changing the time speed. Okay, we've done that. Below the time controls, you'll find buttons to toggle overlays that show useful information about the state of the ship. Toggle some of the overlays on and off right now. You can also use the F1 through F10 keys. Oh, look at all these. Electric grid. Okay, we don't have much to see there. I think our ship is lacking. Look at the... I'll zoom out just so we can kind of see what we're working with here. Not much to see as far as electrical grid goes. We've got inventory. Okay, that brings up a little list here of what we've got in inventory. So we've got some good starting materials. Steel plates, 2010. Glass, 1752. You can see the rest. I won't read all of those. Temperature looks cold. Let's see. Oxygen. Let's see. That did show a little bit of oxygen near the stasis area, and looks like one of these other rooms has it too. Let's click that again. So I'm not sure how to interpret that. It says no power. I can definitely make that out. Yeah, that lights up when I select it. Interesting. I can't tell which is on or off. All right, let's see what's next. Insulation. All right, so the walls serve as insulation. Ooh. Bear with me here. Air tightness. All right. Known beings. Steel Zat. That looks like one of our robots, I believe. Scrap clankers. I'm not sure what those are. Maybe more drones or something. Well, I guess we'll learn as we go. Available tasks. Okay, everyone's tasks. I wonder if can this be moved? That's kind of cool. I might leave that window up. Tasks and projects in progress 0. Pending tasks 0. Active orders 0 of 320. All right, we'll leave that one up. That I think is going to be helpful for us. Okay, rooms. I guess it's highlighting enclosed areas, and everything else has kind of holes in it. So maybe that's the only room we've got. Whoops. All right. Sections, not sure what that is. Maybe it'll tell us. Walking difficulty. We'll figure that out later as well. Planning, I have no idea. Event log. That's not probably bad to have up. Did that overwrite that one? Yeah, I guess it does. I want to keep that task list up. Suggestions. Oh man, that sounds actually kind of useful too. Looks like we can only have one of these up at a time. Too bad. I'd kind of like to have a few. All right. Rooms we saw, sorry. Expeditions, current expeditions, nothing. That's later, I believe. And star map. Not available. We have to be connected to the bridge controls to have access to the star map. Research ship controls to acquire the bridge controls blueprint. Cool. I'm anxious to see a tech tree. All right. Below the time controls, okay, we've done that. Below the overlay controls, you'll find a list of current event notifications. I will send you a test notification when you are ready. I don't see the test notifications. Boom. There it is. Okay, so the events, maybe that display is going to pop up automatically for us. Hold to close. Okay. Did that. Let's keep moving. When an event is triggered by some object, clicking the icon will focus on the object. I will now generate a battery event. Click the event icon to select the battery. Okay, so if I just quick click here over on the right, boom, there it goes. Takes me to a battery, and there's some kind of event associated with this. When an event is triggered by some object, clicking the icon will focus on the object. Okay, we just read that. If we look at the top left, we can see some information about this battery now that it's selected. 2x1. I'm not sure. This doesn't make sense to me yet. Maybe it will. Fully constructed, undamaged. Dev debug. I'm not sure what that is. Node is unreachable. Ignition point. Surface slots. Boy, lots of detail there that we're going to have to figure out later. Selected objects will have a green outline, and the info panel will appear in the top left. Okay, use the left mouse button. Select the ship computer. Can't find it. Use C to focus the camera on the ship computer. Pressing C when the ship computer is selected will focus the camera on the whole ship. Okay, interesting. Let's do that. C there, and then C again to the whole ship. That's kind of cool. So I just hit C to get to the ship computer. I hit C again. I get the entire ship. And it is a ship instead of a station, I believe. All right, let's hit next. If there is more than one object in the same location, click the location multiple times to cycle through the objects. Click the ship computer again to select the floor beneath it. You will be able to see through the upper objects when the lower layers are selected. Okay, that's interesting. Click once, click again. Okay, now it brought me to like a floor tile. Okay, that could come in handy later. I can kind of imagine where that might come into play. Next. Click the ship computer one more time to select it. It's also possible to select objects by dragging a rectangle around them. With the ship computer selected, click the info panel icon that says no research. All right, we're just going to do a click drag here. Boom. That got us the computer. And then it says, click the info panel icon that says no research. Info panel icon. So I'm looking over here at the top left. And I don't see one that says no research, right? What am I missing? Something obvious, most likely. Go ahead and click this again. Temperature, ship environment. Let me pause the game. When the ship computer is selected, click the info panel icon that says no research. So that's the thing I'm kind of... Oh, is that it right there? This little guy that's blinking. I can zoom in. I'm guessing that means no research. But I don't see... I clicked on it. Well, you guys probably see it, and I don't. It's probably right in front of me. But I am not seeing the no research. Suggestions. Temperature, oxygen, room 5, section 6, ship computer. There it is. So I clicked on ship computer up here at the top left, and now I see the icon for no research. Let me select somewhere else and just see what the issue was there. I'll click again on the computer, and there's the icon. Okay, so that came up pretty quick. I just missed it. Hopefully you guys see that in the top left where my mouse is. Let's go click on the no research button. And that gets our tech tree. Very cool. This is the research tree. You can pan and zoom just like the main window. Each technology has its own time, energy, memory, and storage requirements. So the storage thing, memory and storage reminds me of Final Upgrade, which is a Let's Play we've got on the channel right now as I record this. So that's kind of cool. Click the icons inside a research box to see detailed descriptions of the blueprints that will get unlocked, or that would get unlocked. Start the energy research to continue. You may need to zoom out or pan the view down to find it. Okay, this one, let's move this over. Let's take a, I've got the game paused. I don't know if it matters or not. Let's take a look at a few of these just for the heck of it. Biotech. And then I guess we hover over and it tells us what we're going to unlock. Survival meal, auto kitchen. I would like an auto kitchen for home, actually. Large planter and mini planter. Cool. So there's hydroponics, cloning, grow your own colonists using this highly advanced laboratory equipment. Interesting. So we saw that we have a bunch of colonists in stasis right now. And some of those guys can die off. So this must be a way of kind of increasing the number of colonists with this cloning thing. We won't look at all these. Hygiene, shower, and toilet. Okay. Vegetarian food. Bread tastes like home, and soy burger. You drown it in ketchup. It tastes almost like the real one. All right, they want us to find energy. Let's quit dawdling. Let's go find energy. There it is. And I'm guessing we have to hit start research here. So let's just do that. It's going to get us a charge station, place for your robots and drones to recharge. It's recommended to have more than one. If your workers keep thinking about electricity, you probably need more of these. All right. Wireless electricity connector with 8 sockets for your devices connects devices in a 20 tile radius, and you can chain connectors together to expand your grid reach. Okay, that's cool. And then matter reactor, a compact reactor that burns raw materials to produce electricity. Okay, that's like our power generator. Can produce up to 15 kilowatts. Actual output may vary depending on the electricity grid demand. If you have an electricity deficit, but the reactor is not working, most likely the 15 kilowatts it would produce would not be enough to meet the demand. In that case, we suggest to consult the electricity grid overlay. Occasionally, the self-cleaning sequence will eject pieces of carbon residue. All right, so this guy's we're gonna have to feed it some raw materials somehow. I'm not sure how we do that yet. Maybe the drones or robots will feed that in for us. But then it's going to generate a mess around itself, it sounds like, these little pieces of carbon residue. Anyway, let's go ahead and click Start Research. We'll hit Next to advance the tutorial. Because as you research new technologies, research storage will fill up. Eventually, you will have to add new memory and disk modules to keep researching. Now press right mouse button to close the research tree. All right. Okay, as you research new technologies, oops, saw that, sorry about that. We will need some raw materials for construction and to produce electricity. Select a nearby wall or floor, and while hovering the cursor above the selected object, click right mouse button to open a context menu, then click Order Deconstruction button. All right, so we're going to deconstruct part of our ship, it looks like, just to gather some initial resources. Not sure where I want to do that, and it looks like, I'm guessing we're going to start out kind of in this area. If we zoom in, we can see we've got a few little, it just made a noise. We've got a few little construction drones. If you look at the top left of the screen, it says construction drone. So we've got a few of these guys kind of hanging out. And then I think there is one more robot around here somewhere, but I don't see it. So we'll have to wait and see. Where is that? I thought there was one more. But let's keep moving. It's probably going to help us. Help us figure this stuff out as we go. What can we take up? We want to rip out something just for resources. How about just one of these walls? Let's do it. So we're going to click and drag. Oh, right mouse button. Whoops. Let's see. Select a nearby wall or floor while hovering the cursor over the selected object. Okay. Maybe just one at a time. Let me shift and see if I can get multiple. Nope. Control. Nope. Click and drag. Nope. Looks like I can click one at a time. All right. Let's right click. Order deconstruction. Boom. We'll unpause and let that go. And then I'll hit next. And I'm guessing one of our little... Oh, here's the other robot I was thinking about. Let's pause this. Pause and just look at the sky. There's an icon here. It looks like it's demolition task. And this robot is thinking about deconstructing. And what is this thing? This is also a construction robot. I'm not sure what distinguishes it from these little floater guys. Oh, construction drones. And then this big guy is a construction robot. All right, let's play and let it go. There is a more efficient way to order mass deconstruction. Switch to the deconstruction tool. Okay, that they're showing me now with the mouse. The little lines coming off the mouse at the bottom of the screen. There's a toolbar here. So let's click Deconstruct. With the Deconstruct tool selected, drag a 3x3 rectangle on some area to order mass destruction. I don't want a 3x3 area destructed, but we'll do it. Boom. We'll hit next. Okay, it's important to repair any damage in the areas we will be using. You will not be able to use damaged devices or build objects on top of damaged floors. In addition, damaged structures will leak oxygen. Use the repair tool in the bottom menu in order to order some repairs. When the repair tool is active, damaged objects will be highlighted. And if you can't find any damaged objects nearby, zoom out and look around. You'll probably find plenty and plenty. All right, so I'm going to right click to get out of the destruction menu. Let's just see if that works. Boom, it did. Now I've got the repair tool highlighted. Let's go ahead and click that. I think it said it would highlight things that needed repair. Damaged objects will be highlighted. I see a bunch of power. Okay, here's one that's highlighted. Now this is where a little bit of my color blindness may come into play. And may be a little bit of a challenge, but I can kind of make out these blocks here a little bit different. Let's go ahead and select these areas of things to repair. Just click on these. And now they've got the repair icon. We're under play. Here come our construction drones fixing those tiles. Very cool. You know, it says error. Mass repair is currently limited to 25 tiles for the duration of the tutorial. Creating a large amount of tasks for workers is not recommended at the moment. All right. That's because I did a click and drag. Wouldn't mind repairing this. Can we do that now? Let's see. Probably not. I guess we just got to build on top of that. All right. Let's move on in the tutorial. Let's wait for the energy research to complete. Fast forward the time to speed it up. Research will not advance when the time is paused. Let's see. Okay, research energy, we're at 96%. It's going to be there in a second. I'm going to right click to get out of the repair tool. And while we're waiting, I'm actually just going to mouse over these other items in the hotbar and see what we've got. We have settings. Okay, that's like kind of the main menu setting stuff. Game settings. Saves, all right. Pre-select. What do we got here? Planning. Type 1, type 2. I guess I'll have to figure out what this is as we go. Okay. Build. Builds objects for construction. Connect. Kind of curious about filling in this floor, but I'm guessing the tutorial is going to walk us through that. Build, connect, repair. We saw deconstruction. We saw haul. Drag over raw materials or items to order hauling them to a compatible storage or processor. And we've got manage tasks, copy configuration, and developer tooling. Spawn being, create explosion. Okay, this looks like just a dev tool kind of stuff. Okay, let's hit next. Energy research is complete. We have installed new object blueprints. Build a matter reactor to start producing electricity. All right, not sure where the best place to do that is. We've kind of got this big room over here. And I believe this is like a glass floor. Ooh, I don't know what that is. That looks interesting. Like it's kind of glowing. I don't know if you guys can make that out, but whatever that is, looks kind of strange. All right, let's build the matter reactor. It's showing me the build menu here down at the bottom. So if I hover above, we got devices, we've got electricity, and I've got matter reactor here. It says a compact reactor that burns raw materials to produce electricity. And we already read that. So let's go click this and find a home for it. Oh yeah, we had one down here, right? No, maybe not. Let's put it up here. Boom. I'll right click to get out of the build mode. Hit OK to move the tutorial forward. Waiting for construction, you can select the unconstructed reactor and use the top left info panel to see what's happening with the construction task. So I'll just click on it. Top left, we can see task construction. Imagine once our construction drones here start doing some stuff, will we see what's going on here? I don't see. Okay, it says not constructed 0 of 300. But our little drones here. Okay, here comes our construction robot. Okay, he's doing the job. And we can see the progress here in the top left. So we'll let that finish. Looks like it's going to be pretty quick. Oh, there's more of those little droplet things here. Or droppings. Some type of animal dropping. What it looks like. All right. Hit next. Matter reactor is built, but now we need to link it to our grid. Build a connector. Find it in the bottom menu. All right. Build. Devices. Electricity. Connector. Wireless electricity connector with 8 sockets for your devices. Yeah, we read about this. I guess as long as we put this nearby, guessing we're okay. Yeah, there's the kind of the range of effect. That's pretty huge. Let's pop those along the wall here. I have no idea where their best placement is, but let's pop one down here. Oh, let's see. It's telling us place the reactor where its range will, the connector where its range will reach the matter reactor, the battery, and the ship computer. Okay, that I guess would be somewhere down here, right? So we've got the battery kind of at the lower, what is that, the lower right of our ship. Let's just pop that guy down. I'll right click to get out of that. Okay, our little drones are moving around and grabbing some materials, it looks like. Not positive what they're doing. I think they're delivering some materials. And it looks like they're doing some building. Now, where's our big robot? He's hanging out over here. He says, I don't feel like doing that job. So the construction drones are doing it. All right. Move the tutorial forward. Let's learn a few important facts about the electricity grid. It distributes power and provides data connections. You can only control the equipment that is connected to the ship computer grid. Select the ship computer to continue. Okay, let's do that. Now click the energy node icon in the panel. Okay, here's all the detailed information on the top left about the ship computer. We'll click on the energy node. And then we'll click the connect button. So I'm guessing this is showing what this little not connected column is showing what things are in range, maybe, of the ship computer that aren't connected. So we'll just do what they say and hit connect. All right, energy consumption 0, connected to 1, and then it tells us the connector. Suppose if we click on that, it would take us to it. Let's move off the screen just for the heck of it and see. Yep, takes us back. Okay, click the energy node icon in the panel, and we did that. If the ship computer or connector is selected, you should see the connection you've just created. All right? When you select any electrical devices, its connections will become visible. Select the connector to continue. Okay, I've got the connector selected. To see nearby devices, click the Manage Connections icon in the info panel. Then click on Auto Connect or use the connect buttons on the individual devices to connect the equipment. Make sure that the matter reactor and the battery are both connected. I'm pretty sure they are. Let's click on Matter Connector. Oh, look at this. I'm going to move the tutorial window down. And these are all the things, I guess, that could be connected. So ship computer is already connected. It's telling us we could disconnect it if we want. There's a next button here. We need to find the matter reactor and make sure that that thing is connected. There's matter reactor. Let's connect that. Boom. That just connected up this connector to the matter reactor. And now it's on the network. And the battery. Let's find the battery. There's a battery right there. We'll do connect. That may not be the same one, is it? Yeah. Is it? Yeah, it is. I see a little line here. The battery's connected and the matter reactor are both connected. Let's hit next. Now click the right mouse button to deselect any objects. And then enable the electricity grid in the top right of the menu. Let's do that. Boom. And I guess we can kind of see, it's a little faint for my eyes, but we can kind of see the electricity grid here connecting the battery, the computer, the connector, and our matter reactor here. So if I untoggle that, you'll see this little line disappear. One of these lines disappear. Boom. Pretty subtle, but it's there. All right. You can use the electricity grid overlay to find disconnected devices, see the energy flow, and the amount of production and consumption. Toggle the electricity grid overlay off to continue. The right mouse button will close the overlay if nothing else is selected. All right. Right click, that turned it off. Hit next. To start producing electricity, the reactor has to be configured to burn some type of raw material. Select the fuel reactor, or select the reactor and click the warning icon that says fuel unconfigured. Then select the fuel type. I suggest steel plates as it burns quite efficiently and is easy to obtain. We're going to burn our ship down for fuel. I'll click on the fuel icon. And we've got a few things we can pick. Glass, carbon, copper plates, rock, soil, or steel plates. So they suggest steel plates. We'll go with that. Boom. To start producing electricity, the reactor has to be... Okay, we just read that. Sorry. Waiting for worker to refuel the reactor. There should be plenty of raw materials around the wrecked areas, but you can always deconstruct the remains of the ship to obtain more. We did some destruction over here. Kind of waiting for the build. I want to kind of patch those holes in the ship's floor soon. All right. These guys are bringing in power, it looks like. And now our matter reactor says 10 kilowatts. And let's see. Now those power grid lines seem to show up a little better, actually. Not sure what the different colors indicate. All right, next. The reactor was fueled and is now producing electricity. Your workers need some energy too. Use quick search to find a charge station blueprint. Press tab, type charge, and then press return to enter. All right, here comes the tab key. Boom. We're going to type charge. No typos. Okay, it's a charge station. Place for your robots and drones to recharge. Is recommended to have more of the... Right, we'll just, I think just click on this guy. Now we can place it. Let's see, I'll hit next on the tutorial. Now find a nice spot within range of your connector. And click the left mouse button to order construction. Let's put this guy over in this room somewhere. Or, doesn't matter. I have no idea, right? All right, so we place that. I'll right click to get out of that. Wait for the charge station to get constructed. I'm not sure how long the tutorial is. It is helpful, so I want to go through it. There's no way I would know what the heck I was doing. There's a lot of detail in this game. So yeah, I wouldn't know what I was doing if I didn't follow the tutorial. But this looks kind of, I'm guessing, like a big platform that we can build out. And we'll probably connect all these kind of pieces of the ship that are destroyed. I don't know what we'll find along the way. Okay, reinforced floor. I can't tell what's on the surface here, but I don't know if I mouse over it. I don't see any pop-ups. Ooh, there's another, oh, it says Haskell 9 dead. Instruction drone, Haskell 9. Cause of death physical. Oh, so our drones can die too. Anyway, let's get back to it. Oh, I can just hit the, oh, I forgot what the key was already. To get to the computers, it's probably C or something. Yeah, there we go. All right, next. Use the connect tool to link the charge station to a connector. With the connect tool selected, click and drag a line between the connector and the charge station. If the connector does not have any remaining slots, disconnect something first. Drag a line between the connector and a connected device to disconnect it. All right, pretty straightforward. We're just going to go click on the connector and drag straight over to the charge station. Done. The crash course is now complete. Thank you for your patience. A typo there. I will occasionally provide suggestions when certain actions will be reasonable. Keep an eye on the events list. Granting full permissions. Good luck. All right, we'll hit OK. I'm going to go ahead and pause it here. Let's wrap up this first episode. Stardeus, very cool so far. We got through at least the initial tutorial. I'm hoping there will be like suggestions and tasks here that kind of guide us along a little bit. But we kind of learn the ins and outs of deconstructing, constructing, building some things. Tech tree, we kind of saw. We haven't learned really about how to expand the memory and everything. And we got to the tech tree by clicking on the computer. So let me escape out of the electricity menu and go to no research. So maybe next episode we'll take a look in here and kind of look at our options and see if we can pick a research that makes sense. I'm not sure what this research is actually costing us. I didn't pay attention last time, but we'll get into all that next episode. If I start doing it now, we'll be here for another 2 hours. So yeah, very cool. That's it. Episode 1 of Stardeus Let's Play. I'm enjoying it. It looks very cool. I think hopefully it's not too dark. I think that setting in the graphics to make it a little brighter is good enough. It looks pretty good. And then I think eventually we're going to be able to hook up lights and things will get brighter. Like this guy seems to have some light around him already. But yeah, very cool. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. I enjoy having you here on this new series of Stardeus, and I will see you in the next episode.